Hello world, it's your boy Billy here again, and we are back with JJK 259. Yeah, uh, bruh, last chapter was absolute ham, absolute ham, my guy. At the very end, uh, well, beginning of the chapter was continuation of Yuji landing 8. They said 7, but I mean it was 8, including the one from 257. There's 8 black flashes. Yeah, Sukuna was talking to Uraume, giving her sort of the rundown of why Uraume detected some essence that was similar between, like, some essence that was akin to Sukuna within Itadori, and this was after Sukuna was no longer in Itadori. And Uraume was saying that the remnants of Sukuna wouldn't have accounted for what she was sensing from Itadori, and so we basically got the rundown that Itadori's father, who was Kenny's husband, pretty weird thing to say, trust me, pretty weird explanation, but Itadori's father, who was at some point Kenny's husband or mate, you could put it that way, had the soul, like the reincarnated soul or the wandering soul that would have belonged to Sukuna's twin back during the Heian period. Sukuna had consumed the body of his twin, and supposedly the soul wandered around and landed in Yuji's dad. And then Kenny, of course, inhabited Yuji's mom, thus making Yuji, who was a perfect vessel for Sukuna, and also eventually, I'm thinking because, well, it might have been just anybody, if Sukuna stayed in them long enough, they might have gotten his curse technique, like Malevolent Kitchen, engraved on their body. But I think it's because also, like, Yuji is the product of something that was the soul, part of the same soul as Sukuna at some point in time. And then also, of course, like, Sukuna being in him strengthened him as a vessel, so he got, like, his physical prowess too. Yeah, and then at the very end, like I was thinking, Sukuna used Fuga because this man used like an imperfect malevolent shrine. I keep saying kitchen because I'm trying to troll, but he used malevolent shrine, and he basically like made it as strong as he could make it. You could put it that way. He didn't add any barriers to the domain, so it was basically just still painting on air as the canvas to like increase its range and also its efficacy. It's like how powerful it was. Yeah, but it didn't last as long because it was made under such like imperfect conditions. Like he only had the 2 arms, and again he had to use the binding vow to like initiate it. Oh, sorry, he didn't use the binding vow to initiate it. And then the 99 seconds went by. Maki was on standby, Chozo was on standby, and then Yuji, of course, was also on standby at the very end, like last 3 seconds. He lost a leg, but he used RCT to bring that back. And then before then, we actually saw how they were able to learn the new Shadow Simple Domain style. And essentially, we got details of Uyui's technique. He's able to, the analogy he made was like you have, boxes like presents, those being the bodies, and then within them the presents, those being the souls. He's able to swap the bodies of people he's marked, but also more than that, he's able to swap the boxes, not just boxes and the presents, but he's able to swap the boxes alone, which would be akin to like swapping souls, so soul swapping. Of course, Yuji brought up the fact that Mahito had basically mentioned that if you change from his point of view, which is something that was up for debate or has been up for debate throughout the theme of like which comes first, the soul or the body, but Yuji had brought up that Mahito mentioned that the soul, from Mahito's point of view, the soul comes before the body, and so if you change the soul, if you transfigure the soul, the shape of the body should also change to match the contour or the shape of the soul. And Yuji was like worried that was gonna happen if you're swapping bodies or like changing souls. Is that gonna like morph the people whose bodies are now inhabiting new souls? But Ui basically said like that would happen if he peeked like inside the body, but that he's able to swap bodies without actually peeking inside, and what that enabled them to do is basically Kusakabe was able to like swap bodies or swap souls, I guess, with a bunch of them, and by him inhabiting other people's bodies, he was able to engrave the new shadow style, simple domain, new shadow style, onto them much faster than if they tried to like learn it from scratch. And also they would need a binding vowel, but Mimi took care of that. And then we also learned that there's a limit to Ui's technique. You can only use it like you can only use it per person twice within a month. So anyways, that was a quick summary. And without further ado, let's jump right into 259. I mean, could he? I was gonna say, could he do like replacement training with Chozo? But I mean, it's not that. Because I mean, he already has the technique from eating the buddies. It's not that he doesn't have the technique; it's that he doesn't know how to like properly utilize it, right? So this guy's kind of like Tanjiro. He doesn't know how to explain things like analytically. He just uses like onomatopoeias. Of course, Kusakabe is there. Kusakabe has like, he doesn't have blood manipulation, but he's there to like, he just has the knowledge of it from like the Kamo clan, which is kind of funny. Kusakabe is the walking encyclopedia of Jujutsu Kaisen. When you soak in hot water and warmth gradually spreads throughout your body. It's kind of like a diffusion gradient, extending your blood vessels like that to the contours of your body. It's kind of like what Rengoku told Tanjiro when he needed him to like heal himself on Mugen Train. Space of blood nucleation, kind of like peeing your pants. Sure, why not? Oh, sorry, this wasn't my bad. For some reason, I thought this was Kusakabe. This is Kamo himself. Okay, makes sense. Makes more sense now. It's Noritoshi Kamo, the second Noritoshi Kamo, not Kenjaku. Yeah, I'm compressing something. That's your mental imagery. You're teaching Chozo how to teach. It's pretty meta. Bam, bam. That's what Tanjiro always says. Chozo wants the big bro so bad. This man is upset that he's not getting to teach. Man, this man just be entering binding vows, like, bruh, entering into binding vows. So dismantle targets things without cursed energy. So he just cuts objects, inanimate objects, and cleave is for like, it slashes for things with cursed energy, and it adapts to like their toughness, like their cursed energy reinforcement. So let's break this down. He needed to use both, which his malevolent kitchen does, right? It casts both dismantle and cleaves, just does it until he releases his domain expansion. So he did that, of course, using his malevolent kitchen, which made him able to then open the door, Fuga, for his flames. But there's some conditions. It's not fast and it's pretty short, which is why he used it when he was right. Okay, explains why he used it while he was right in front of Jogo. So it's not fast and it's pretty short ranged. Then to fix those, to make it long range and also fast, he entered a binding vow. He can't use it until the conditions when he can use it, guys. Big brain. Yeah, so it's like, it's a 2-for-1. The conditions for him using Fuga, the flames, and also for like increasing the stats of the flames are the same. It's like him using dismantle and cleave, which are inherent properties of his domain being open, are also the conditions for like strengthening for strengthening his flames, which is crazy. It's like he doesn't even have to do anything extra, right? But I guess the binding vow, there's usually something lost, right? So he can't use it unless he's outnumbered. It's like, oh, he can't use it when he's outnumbered unless his domain is open, which is like a given, because like when he's outnumbered, all he has to do is use his domain, right? So again, it's one of those things where like the conditions are kind of inherent, right? Because why wouldn't he use his domain when he's outnumbered, which would mean that he can use his divine flames because he's outnumbered. You can expand the curse technique of Malevolent Shrine. Yep. And all pulverized substances gain explosive curse energy. Okay. Furthermore, Suguna temporarily altered the various specifications, conjured access to everything except living things, and created a seal within the effective range of Learn. So he essentially added a barrier without it being a barrier. Because like created a seal, but usually creating a seal or a means of escape lowers the output. Thermobaric. Meaning what? High pressure due to heat, I think. Constant pressure and temperature explosives. Sorry, my finger hurts. Yeah. Destination: instantaneous high temperature shocks, shockwaves, decompression, and intense pressurization, which in turn kill all living things within the domain. Yep. Yeah, because he used Fuga at the very end. So he used Malevolent Shrine, which means dismantle and cleave. It strengthens, for one, it increases the range, as well as increases its speed as well, I guess. And then also, by being outnumbered, he's able to make use of the binding vow of him being outnumbered and being able to use Fuga when he's outnumbered. Yeah. Are they in some kind of like blood tomb? This is dark, right? So I think Chozo is like expending his blood to essentially shield Yuji, because Yuji's gonna be the last line of, at this point, last line of defense, offense, all of the above, right? Yeah. Bruh. Yeah, he uses blood as a sort of tomb to protect them. Man, not best bro Chozo. Shoot. Back to this picnic table. And there are just two left. Well, one left now, I guess. That's tough. Bro. Actually really like Chozo. Why? You know why, my guy? I mean, yeah. Doesn't mean you wouldn't ask in the moment, but I mean, we all know why. Because you're his brother. My brother. He's your Oni-chan. Bro. This man got cremated. Damn. No. Dang. Aniki is gone. Huh? Time for the 1v1. Always has been. Scorched earth. Literally. uh,
祇園少女の鐘の声少女の響き
Weak, bro. Weak.
シャラ掃除の花
No way, bro.
乗車
Dead.
必須に表す
Bro. The second brother
俺
showed
た
up.
ちを除いてな
My best of friend. Bruh. Bro, we needed Todo so bad. Mr. Todo. Bruh. Okay, so I guess they used Ui Ui's curse technique and Mei Mei's crows to swap places. Cause yeah, Maki was gonna be dead. Ino was for sure gonna be dead. I guess they didn't really have. I mean, they had. I don't know. I had a bunch of crows, but I didn't just do that for Yuji and Chozo. Okay, my bad. I thought it was. Okay, my bad. I thought it was Ui Ui for some reason, obviously. It's saying Todo, but I thought it was Todo. Oh, sorry, I thought it was Ui Ui and Mei Mei. Like, who brought Todo in, but they're literally saying, like, Todo was involved in this, right? He woogied. But it just wasn't. You could only do it, I guess, for Maki and Ino. Probably. Probably. That's the difference in his diction there. In his usage of words from Shibuya. Which is fair. Todo's always been an honest guy, you know? At least honest. Honest to the best of his knowledge. I want to know, I mean, was there some sort of RCT thing they used on him? Because I mean, they had said basically because the shape of his soul was what was touched there or damaged there, it wasn't possible to use RCT. But I mean, he's been away for a while, and a lot of us are wondering if he was gonna come back. So I'm glad he did. Sumanai, my brother. Probably. That's all you gotta say. He's not alone. What is this, part 11? Bruh. This man has been jumped by Higurama and Yuji. Higurama, Yuji, Ino. Kusakabe, Ino, Yuji. Kusakabe alone. Ino and Yuji and Maki. He's been jumped by Miguel and Larry. Bruh. Let this man breathe. Dang. Bruh. There's no way. Man, this chapter was hype, but also pretty sad. It's like they followed up they didn't let the sadness linger with Chozo's death, and then the second Oni-chan showed up. Aoi Todo. Man, that was hype. This this is gonna be hype, bro. Absolutely hype in the anime, like, bro. I can already imagine it. His theme starts. They don't like start the theme immediately, but then the smoke screen like fades off, and then you just see the foot maybe, and then the pan up. It's like maybe the bandaged hand, and then you just hear the oh, bro, chills. Chills, man. And then him saying it's probably gonna be alright. Man, this has to be it, right? Because unless he does the thing as well, where he's using another part of his brain that he hasn't that hasn't been touched or involved to restore his RCT, and then starts doing a bunch of things, but he hasn't been able to do it so far because he's been getting pummeled left, right, and center, right? Man, this was a really impactful chapter because it's the only other death we've had besides after Kenjaku, but on the side of the good guys, it's I guess besides what's his face, Gojo. I think it's the only death we've had, and that's tragic. Can't believe Chozo is dead, man. That sucks. Well, I'm curious to see. I want to see, because they haven't shown it yet, but what is there on Toto's arm? Is it gonna be like a Deadpool situation with a baby arm? I'm just kidding. But yeah, I'm curious to see what that is, and also to see this 2v1. We haven't had this 2v1 since Mahito versus Yuji and Toto, so we're running the fade back again. So, but anyhow, this was a really, really good chapter. I think I wouldn't say I enjoyed it more than last one, because last one we got the hype of the Fuga, and then last one we got the Black Flashes, but it was really good. I like the reveal. I like that Toto's back, so sad that Chozo is gone though, but we do not forget the Fallen, so he lives on in memory, he lives on in memory. But I'll see y'all in the next chapter. Peace.